Yeah, everything's good, man. I'm about to do another at least a day in this game, and we'll see how it goes. How's your day been so far? So I was gonna build a hunting lodge, if I remember correctly. So I need 6 logs. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to clear cut first. All right, so what I was thinking to do is to clear cut this area and build a hunting lodge here. Oh yeah, it's the weekend, huh? TGIF. Do you play this game yourself, Armstrong? I find that I like it as something that I can just sort of chill to. And wanted to know if it's kind of similar for you. Oh man, I'm way overloaded. Let's just drop 2 logs. Let's see, log, drop everything. And I keep thinking that there's things that I've dumped into my chest over here, but they keep showing up in my inventory. I don't know if I'm accidentally grabbing them again or what. Oh, well, no, it's because I'm killing rabbits for food, and then I have to redeposit. Okay. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of the 40 sticks for right now. We'll have to grab it all again here in a minute. I can probably get another tree. Oh, yeah. Okay, Armstrong, you do what I do too. It sounds like I don't usually buy games off the cuff. I'll kind of peek in on them and see what people have to say about them, and then I'll let it release, and I'll watch some episodes from a Let's Play or something, and I'll look at post-release reviews, and that combined with what my impression was during the development cycle determines whether or not I'm going to part with my money, you know? So, for me, I was actually looking for a game that I could play offline, that I wasn't recording, that I could listen to or that I could play while I listened to podcasts and stuff, and just chill, you know, offline instead of recording. And whenever I checked this one out, it kind of fit the bill. Now, ironically, I'm not playing it offline anymore. I'm streaming online, but still, it's been a fun game so far, and I've been really impressed with the visual quality, and there's kind of a depth. I guess there's a depth to the game because there's some RPG element. I don't know if I would say RPG. Yeah, you could say that because you have talent points that you can build into, and there's a narrative for the game. There's questing. I mean, they've got a number of things in this game. It's not just purely a builder, and that on top of being such a gorgeous game. I've enjoyed it so far. There we go. Oh, they didn't have talents last time you checked, huh? I'll show you here in just a second. Let me make sure this log doesn't roll away someplace I can't find it. So, I don't think they're called talents. That's the word that I'm using. But, you have skills here. So you have a tree, and you have all of these different divisions. So this one's the extraction. Then you got hunting and all these skills that you can level up in. Farming, all of this happens the same way that it does in Skyrim. It happens from you doing these things, which I like that as a leveling system. What do we got here? Diplomacy, survival, and production. And then you have the technology tree. And this also improves as you do stuff within these categories: the building technology, survival tech, farming tech, and production tech. So, and that's what I mean whenever I say there's some depth and some complexity to the game without being overwhelmingly complex, you know? Which is important for me because this game is supposed to be a game that I play just to kind of de-stress, you know? I'm not supposed to be thinking super hard. I just want to be able to enter into an environment where I can peacefully build stuff. Later on, I think you have to defend your town against bandits, but I'm good with that. Yeah, not the trees on the skill page yet, huh? Yeah, exactly. A good unwind game. I might use that term in the future. That's a good descriptor. That's what I used to play. I used to play Diablo 3 for that. because it's a fun game. There was a bunch of equipment that you could get that would change your build, so it kept you mentally tuned in. But at its baseline, it's just go around killing demons by the thousands by mashing buttons. You know, it wasn't too hard, and that's how I would unwind. This game here, for me, as far as a vibe, it has a similar vibe to the first part of the Subnautica game. Oh, wrong button. Not so far as I can tell. There goes my logs, man. This is a problem. All right. When the trees fall down, I have not taken any damage, and I have not seen them do damage to physical structures, even if they hit them. Maybe that'll come in the future, but that's not there right now. I'm still overweight. Let's see, encumbered. Let's drop half of it, roughly. Golly, still. This is gonna be a pain in the neck. X. Drop everything except 10. Okay, now make my way over here, and I think I'm gonna have to actually store it so that they don't roll away. Okay. I gotta do this basically 10 at a time, I believe. Whoops. Oh, that's too much, huh? Oh, I only dropped 10, that's why. There we go. Can I move? No. We're getting close, though. Oh, you unlocked the Corvette and Elite, huh? Congrats. That's the big federal gunship, right? It's been a long time since I've been in Elite, so I can't remember for sure. I think it's the big federal, like the biggest ship that the feds have. does a lot of combat damage. Yeah. Yeah, and it's real tough, and it maneuvers really well for a ship that size. That's really awesome. I'm happy for you. That's a big achievement right there. I think for the longest time, it was considered that you'd won the game if you got yourself a Federal Corvette. Whoa, man, that thing swung around and hit me right in the head. I think I'm about to start up a little playthrough on Destiny 2. One of my, I had the free-to-play version, but one of my viewers gifted me most all of the DLC, the new DLC and stuff, so... I want to do a playthrough on that. Yeah, it's cross-platform, so I would imagine they would. I mean, I'd be stunned if they didn't allow that. For your talking about porting your account over to PC. Let's see, I have a shovel that I can use to grab these. Yeah, I'm kind of like you. I'd really, Destiny was never something I really got deep into, but every now and again I have a real hankering for it, and I'll jump back in and I'll play the free-to-play version. But all of the reviews that I'm not the biggest fan of Destiny's economic model, but everything that I've heard about Witch Queen, everybody's saying that's like the best DLC that they've ever released, which is saying something because they've released some really good DLC before. And I don't think I've seen, it's kind of like Elden Ring. I haven't seen any bad reviews. So one of my viewers got me that stuff, and I'm going to do a series on it as somebody who's not really very familiar with Destiny and just try to work my way through it. And maybe people will find that helpful. Who are in similar circumstances, you know, they don't know the game that well and they're just trying to kind of figure out how to do things. And I want to do some of the campaigns. Oh yeah, for sure. When you're in the Air Force, you those networking LAN parties are for real. Yeah, I never I was never stationed at Ramstein, but I went up to visit Germany a couple times, and one of those times I stopped by Ramstein. I was stationed in Aviano. Okay, I don't think I really need to clear cut all the way out to that road. I think I've got plenty of room here, so I'm going to go ahead and just start gathering the materials off of this area. I don't want any of that to go to waste. Berries. Here's a stone. Do I have the, oh, I don't have that sense yet. Ooh, I kind of need that. Hey, Comfy Alex, how are you doing, man? Gaming Reflections, nice to see you, bud. Oh, don't worry about being late, gaming. I don't stream very often, so there's literally no schedule on this. I don't advertise it. I don't have a schedule. I try to hop on once a day. I don't always make that. And that's just for this game. Ordinarily, I don't even stream. But I was just letting Armstrong know that I don't know if you guys are into this game or not, but there's probably going to be some Destiny 2 content coming to the channel here rather shortly. So is it TGIF for everybody? Are you guys all, is this your last day of work and stuff, and you got the weekend to yourselves, or do some of you have to work the weekends also? Are you on a 2 on 3 off kind of thing, or 3 off, 3 on 2 off? Oh, Nightshade. Yeah, we'll grab it. Because who knows, maybe we'll turn into a bad guy, I don't know. Might need to poison somebody. More Nightshade. Hey, at worst, we could manufacture it and sell it to assassins. I just finished an upload or I'd have missed it totally, yeah. Is this game worth it? What can you do in it? Because I always liked medieval games. Well, Comfy, I think it is. Armstrong and I were just talking about it. It has something similar to Subnautica. It's like a base builder, and it's a game that Subnautica was like this in the beginning parts. It's a relaxing, unwind kind of game, you know, and it's got just enough complexity to it to keep you interested, to keep you intellectually stimulated, I guess. And then, as I understand it, it gets a lot more complex down the line because you have to manage your town. But if we open the menu, so this is primarily a builder, right? Let's see. Let me say a couple things first about what I like about this game. Number one, I like games, like if you guys watch any of my Crusader Kings 3 games, I like games that take a while to develop because that gives you a lot of story, right? It's like long movies that are done well. You get a lot of surrounding context. It's like reading a book. And this game does that because we're an 18-year-old. We start out as an 18-year-old orphan, and we go on to get married, and we have kids, and we eventually will die, And then you play as your kid, and then you play as your kid's kid, and so on and so forth as you develop an entire town and you manage that town. That's how the game progresses, and from what I've read, that happens over a pretty slow arc. So it takes time to get all that going. And it's primarily a town builder / manager, but being that, it's got a little bit of complexity to it, like these RPG elements. You see here we have categories of extraction with all of these skills that you can level up in, and you level up in them like you do in Skyrim. You level up by doing these activities. So if you hit 1 with the earth, it's 5% slower durability loss of pickaxes and shovels. So as you perform extraction activities, you'll skill up in these areas. And then I believe you have to be doing things that tie, like you would use pickaxes and shovels to skill up here. And you have hunting skills, farming skills, diplomacy skills, survival skills, and production skills. Then if you click over to technology, again, as you perform activities that are in these categories, you advance to these different tech levels. So you have building, survival, farming, and production. And back over, this is the skill tree. It's just a visual representation of what's over here. Then later in the game, when you actually have a city, you have a lot of management to get into, and that's the part that's probably going to be really complex. And you have this management system here that you would use to assign people jobs and stuff like that. So, I mean, it looks like it's a fairly fleshed out game with some really nice graphics to boot. Currently between jobs. Oh, I feel you, man. I do 410s Friday to Monday. Wow, 410s. I did that for a while. That was hard on me because I lived an hour away from where I worked. So in essence, I did 12-hour days, and I didn't get enough sleep. I remember whenever I got out of the Air Force, I lost weight. I lost like 10 or 15 pounds, I think, just simply from being able to sleep a lot and let my body kind of catch up. Gaming says I like it as it's a survival building. Yeah, exactly. That has decent graphics and no zombies. Yeah, it's a good way to put it, gaming. All right, let's store some of this stuff. I must have already done that. The sun's going down, and I would like to have this area cleared before it does. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're pretty close to losing daylight. Looks like I might have gotten most everything. I'm a little surprised I haven't gotten a skill point. I really need, which one is it under? I need this one right here. Survival sense. Because that'll allow me to press the Alt button, see how the vignette shows up there, and if you notice in the bottom left, we're spending stamina. So you can't hold this. Now our dude's breathing hard. But when we have survival sense, it'll highlight all of the different materials that we can pick up so that you don't miss anything. It's really useful. Oh, I'm out of water. And I'm losing health because of it. Man, I neglected my dude's survival needs. Alright, drink water. Only 6 points needed for skill upgrade. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't look at that. 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, Armstrong. That's kind of what I was on. I had to get up at 4 a.m. and then I'd get home at about 6. And because I'm kind of a... Oh, there we go. Because I'm kind of a night owl, I never went to bed before 11, and usually it was... Well, I'd say I never went to bed before 10. And normally it was between 11 and 1 in the morning, and then I'd have to be up at 1 again, or 4. It's just that did a number on me. Alright, we're going to store this stuff. Whenever I stream next, which will probably be tomorrow, I will build that hunter cabin. And then we're going to go to town. We're going to do some quests. I'm going to start flirting with one of the young ladies there to get our guy married. And that will bring out our first citizen, basically. It'll be our wife. And we should be able to, I think, maybe hire one more person. I don't know yet. I want to get married first and see what the wife does without hiring anybody. Because I'm learning this game. I don't know everything that I'm doing. And just kind of see how that goes. Alright, eat. Where's our health? Okay. Yeah, see, I done messed up. I don't have any more food to eat. Now, I do have a bunch of daggers to sell, and we can buy food. But it seems to me like that's the first thing that you run into, and I like it because it's like that must be how it was in real life, I would imagine, is that if you don't get something going with farmland or with hunting or something like that, you need to build up a surplus of food. Like, I don't know how much you guys are into history or anything, but if you go back and you look at history and like tribal movements during the fall of Rome and stuff like that, what you saw is that civilizations always, whenever they had a big advancement forward, like a tribe gained control over an area, and you look at why they gained control, and it turns out that they advanced in some areas. But even before that, what you always see is they had a huge surplus of food, and that led to an explosion in population. So they had more manpower, and that's how they were able to advance over their neighbors. And so similar here, when you're living hand to mouth, you don't have time for anything else. So how can we build our city? You know, that's the first thing I got to figure out is how to get a food surplus going. Oh yeah, gaming, you're right. I do have 2 oat rolls. Well, I guess 1. I think this is gonna go beyond filling me up though. I think what I'll do is I'll save this for in the morning, because this actually I think fills up the whole bar, comes real close to it. Let's just test that out. Sleep to the next day. Our guy doesn't really get hungry over the morning, huh? I have 33 stone knives. I got more than that. Look at all these stones. Oh, there's 1 stone. Grab that. Grab this whole stack. And I think I have more over here. Grab the sticks. And grab the stones. And, craft 6 more of these. New building unlocked. And we got a skill point. over in survival. Good, there we go. Get survival sense. Open this chest, deposit my 133 sticks. And looks like that's it right now. Oh, actually, the deadly nightshade can be deposited. Now, whenever I press the Alt button, it highlights everything that's collectible. So that's real useful. And grab my 33 stone knives. And there we go. Alright, so I'm going to create a save point. And that'll be it for right now, guys. Big berry patch, yeah, near your buildings. It'll show a survival sense. My AFSC Armstrong, it's an old one. It was 2E1X3. They changed it, and I always forget what it was called. It's like they changed it to a 3 Delta something. But basically, I was ground radio. And then whenever I transferred over to active guard, I was radar maintenance. See, I did do that save, right? Just make sure. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and drop stream for right now. I'm going to jump into Destiny and the DLC that one of my viewers gave me. They wanted to stay anonymous. I'm going to start looking at which character I'm going to reset, and I think it's going to be my Titan. And then I'll probably be starting a series pretty soon on my Titan. I think that one I might stream also, just FYI. And because I'm learning, so anybody who wanted to jump in and give some tips and stuff, more than welcome. What I might do, see, I'm kind of live thinking this, because I want to play the campaigns also. So, well, they don't have to be two separate things. See, you really can. You can hear the gears turning out loud. I'm gonna live stream it, and I want to play some of the campaigns, including some of the ones that I think I can still play Shadow Strike. So I'm gonna start out doing that, even though it's really kind of not relevant. Then I'm gonna get into the New Light campaign to do the stasis quests, and then I'm gonna get into Witch Queen. But I'm going to go jump into Destiny and kind of just figure out where to move gear and which character am I going to restart on, etc., etc. So I might be up on that here in a little bit, or today. It might not be until tomorrow. But this game right here, I will definitely try and stream tomorrow. So I hope you guys all have a great Friday. And for those of you that are partying over the weekend, or you have weekend plans, or going on family vacations, I hope you have a blast, and I will see you all later. Armstrong, yes, Destiny is cross-platform. It's PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and you can play with each other.